How are you doing? For those of you who don't know me by now, it's Shanafi, yeah? The face behind the brand. Um, I want to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind a while, but now I feel that I need to discuss it. As you all know, I, like many of you, have suffered from hair loss. I still managed to be able to bring my hair back. However, there are many factors that influences us losing our hair or getting thinning hair, because that's generally how it starts. Our hair becomes thin. It can be the fact that we do not drink enough water, so we're not hydrated enough. It can be genetic. It can be the environment. I now believe that more so it is the environment. And the reason is I am privileged to be in a position where people trust me with their information that sometimes can be very embarrassing for them. And I am now seeing more and more women that are suffering severe hair loss. I am now seeing women in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s that is completely bald around the crown of their head. And sometimes when things are happening to us, we ignore it. Because it never you don't unless you suffer from some form of chemical burns, you don't wake up overnight and your hair is gone. It is a gradual process. As I said, I didn't pay attention to the signs when it was my hair, so I know what I'm talking about. And I am seeing on any given day, there are at least 10, 11, 12, between 10 and 15 people who will send me a photograph, who will contact me about their hair. Either the edges are thinning or the crown is balding, or some that I really can't help, because if your follicles are damaged, then I can help you. But if your follicles, if it is dead, if it is gone, then I can't help you. Because what Zyzven Naturals formulates, what I formulate, is a growth oil. It's nutrition for your follicles. So you can compare it to Viagra. Viagra can help the living, but it can't raise the dead. It is the same. If it is very damaged, I can help you. It doesn't happen overnight. It took me a good few months for my hair to where it was gone in the middle. It is not as thick as the rest of my hair, but it is back. Yeah, and it's been over a year now. Yeah. Now, I get a lot of help from where I'm from, and I'm really, really happy for that. And one of the things that I was advised, and one of the things I've done, is I was advised that because hair loss does not happen overnight, it is a gradual process. When we move from our tropical countries to colder climates, because of the contamination in the water, because of the free radicals, because of environmental damage, because of the food we eat, because of stress, our hair follicles are starved of nutrition. And unless it is something genetical, when your hair follicles are because of the weaving, the braiding, whatever it is, our hair follicles get starved of nutrition. And when our hair follicles are starved of nutrition, they start to die, they start to not be stimulated. And that is how your hair starts thinning and eventually balding. When it comes to the edges, it's because of the pull on it. Now, a lot of people have locks, a lot of people have natural hair. And by relocking our hair, it puts extra pressure on the hair follicle. And that is why you'll find that around your edges and in the middle of your hair, you will find that it starts to thin. As the longer you have your locks, the more your locks grow because of the pressure, the tension on it. So I said, okay, I have reasonably good results from customers that are using the Zyzven Naturals honey and growth oil. And I've been advised time and time again, and as some of you know, I do this oil for 3 other companies. I just change 1 or 2 ingredients, yeah? Um, I have been constantly advised, why don't I make oil that everyone can use so their hair does not get that bad to the point where they need the onion growth oil and the entire hair growth combo. And so that is why I went back to the drawing board. I went with a couple of friends that were not friends, but I got help from a few people that are more knowledgeable than I am. And I went back and I made another version of the growth oil, the final version. The same ingredients, except I added 2 other ingredients, so you literally cannot smell the onion. It doesn't smell. Because I understand that if you are like me and you had alopecia, or your hair was bald, you had no edges, nothing, you're going to use something. But if you are using it in a preventative, if you're being proactive with the care of your hair, to not having it thin, to not having it, then you want something that smells reasonable well in your hair. And so so that is why I recreated the onion growth oil, so you're able to use it as a daily scalp moisturizer. If you have your dreads, if you have your locks, if you have natural hair, if you have color treated hair, if you have damaged hair, then that is what you want to use in combination with whatever else you're using, so that your hair doesn't thin out, it doesn't fall victims to the various environmental and nutritional. Basically, you're giving nutrients to your hair follicles, so that it doesn't thin out, it doesn't get damaged, and it is good enough to use daily. And the smell will let you be able to it's manageable. It doesn't smell like an onion. I'm aware there are versions on the market that is very strong, and I will continue to make those versions. However, I will not change the name of the product, so it will still be the onion oil, because the formulation, the ingredients are the same. There's still no chemicals, still strictly botanicals. It's just that I've been successful in masking the smell of the onion to about 95%. So it just smells maybe 5% onion. So this is something for everyone, whatever your hair type is. If your hair is damaged, you can still use it. If you just want to prevent your hair from being damaged, if you just want to have good nutrition in your scalp, then that is the oil for you. I am literally going to be shipping them off to the North American market tomorrow. So it will be available. This version that is for everyone will be available through Luscious Glow in Florida, and will be available through ZyzvenNaturals.com. Not Zyzven.com, but ZyzvenNaturals.com, which is our North American marketplace. Yeah. So be proactive. Do not wait until you absolutely need to be wearing a wig. Do not wait until your hair is thinning to start treating it. Use products in your hair that will work for your hair. Have a great day, guys. You realize I have to end the live now, so have a good one. Bye-bye.